Welcome to the Halo Outreach Podcast, where we reach out to you, the Halo community, to keep you up to date on everything that's going on in the Halo universe. Welcome, everybody, to episode... Are we on 35? I don't even know what episode we're on.
Episode 35.
Of the Halo Outreach Podcast, where we keep you guys informed on all the latest happenings in the world of Halo for the week. And not much to talk about this week, but we're going to do our best to keep you guys entertained. Some new flighting news for Halo 2, especially we might be seeing a flight by the end of the week here, people. So me and Kevin will give our thoughts on that. Hope everybody who celebrates Easter had a excellent Easter. And first, before we get started on the news, we like to catch up a little bit here. So Kevin, how has your week been? What have you been doing?
Week's been pretty good. Just, week whatever now of working from home. So I think it's been like a full month now. I've been just working from home now at this point. And, just kind of busted through the work. And then kind of my off times when I'm taking breaks or when work is getting loads are kind of light. I've been kind of getting into playing getting a little more efficient at doing some Halo 2 speed running. It's like, nice. Yeah, because I would would think it'd be kind of fun thing to do like some live commentary, chit chat kind of videos on my YouTube channel while using some speedrun tactics. Not trying to be like the most optimal speedy boy out there, but I thought I'd be kind of like, check out this cool trick,
Very, very interesting. I just got done with my speed running, and now all of a sudden you're picking it up. Huh? Could you say that maybe I inspired you to?
I would say yeah. I would say yes. Yeah, it kind of sparked my interest a little bit there, and also I did beat your time on Outskirts. I got 520 on Legendary.
Oh wow, Outskirts. What else? What else you beat? Huh? You got anything else yet?
Working on the other ones. Okay.
Yeah, you'll probably beat mine. Mine aren't that great because I. You could really, if you want to, really get a good time, just abuse the hell out of the save and quit method, which you can only do, I think, on Halo CE and Halo 2.
Oh, really?
Save and quit does not work on Halo 3 and 4 or ODST. So
interesting.
Yeah, speedrunning is definitely a newfound thing for me. I've never attempted it ever before. And like many of you know, I've been going for all the MCC achievements, so you're forced to do the speedrunning tactics if you want to get the legendary under 3 hours achievements. Otherwise, it's impossible.
I definitely need to do that for at least one Halo Reach mission because I think we fell 2 minutes short of 3 hours.
Nightfall you could complete in 5 minutes or less without using speedrunning tactics. There's a really cool through the door glitch. You use the forklift to glitch through double doors and it despawns the rest of half of the level. It's really cool.
Oh, nice.
Go back and do that one. But I've been doing the same thing. I just got goat roped and monopolized last week, the Halo 1 and 2 speedrunning legendary achievements. And then me, Jimbo, Raps worked on Halo 3, so now we only have ODST and Halo 4 left, and then I gotta tackle Lasso. So
you were trying.
Not looking forward to that.
You were trying before the podcast. You were doing a little streaming of some Spartan Ops in Halo 4 on Legendary solo.
If I am not bringing the energy today, blame Spartan Ops because by God is it so boring, dude. So freaking boring.
Such a huge missed opportunity with that. The cutscenes and the story with Spartan Ops is amazing.
Cutscene, much like Halo 4 itself. Great story, in my opinion, and just awful gameplay. Just repetitive. Go push this button. Go push that button. Waves of enemies. It's like Firefight, but it's somehow more boring to me than just facing waves of enemies. You're just like, oh my God, there's more. There's more. It's freaking bad, dude. And the fact that it's solo is there's 50 missions that you have to do solo legendary. I don't care about solo legendary. That's not the problem. It's just how freaking boring it is. And it's meant to be played with friends, that's some.
There were 50 separate Spartan Ops missions.
There's 10 chapters with 5 missions each in each chapter.
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember
I'm going through the first 5 right now, so I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they kind of stepped their game up a little bit after the first, because that was the first season.
Yeah.
And then they came back with another season. You know, it was kind of new and improved Spartanauts where it wasn't as repetitive. So I'm hoping to God it gets better. But it's hard, dude. This is testing me more. Dude, Monopolize made me hate my favorite Halo. I fucking hate Halo 2 now. I could say that. I hate Halo 2 now because of Monopolize. Gravemind and Regret are two of the most excruciating levels on Legendary that I've ever attempted. And to try to speedrun those, oh my God. But Spartan Ops is worse. Spartan Ops is just boring. I'd rather play Gravemind 24/7 than play freaking Spartan Ops.
So it's been a pretty good week.
It's been great. It's been a great time.
Just
having a great freaking time.
Yeah. So today on the podcast, we missed last week just because schedule lining up, which just wasn't exactly happening, and things and stuff like that. Also, so it could just take a week off, occasionally. But we try to use it.
Yeah, with everything going on, you know, it's just we need a little bit of a break. My mind wasn't really where it should be anyways. I was not in the mood for the podcast. I'm back. I'm doing a little bit better now. So I'm ready to talk about some Halo news. Which
last week dropped a little bit of the MCC March Dev update for us all. Now each one of us did cover this in our own respective channels here. So I think we don't have to go into super big details. If you want to go into details, check out our channels. We do have detailed videos. I made like 4 or 5 videos based on this singular update because there's so much to talk about. Big update. Yeah, but so there's a whole lot that we can really go into too much. Obviously, like look at this long list of just bug fixes that have been fixed in Halo MCC. Just like a ridiculous amount. One thing I did notice though is that they did fix the plasma pistol charge audio, which I thought was really nice. Yeah. If you guys don't know, if you rapid fire the plasma,
thought they.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say people thought they would never fix that, and they actually are. So that's been around for a while.
The next update, they're like, okay, I will fix this. Which I don't know why they didn't do with CE. Just do it right then and there,
They should have.
They also mentioned a few bugs with Halo 2 Anniversary. I thought the funny one was what was it right here talking about multiple explosions going up to like dropping frames or something like that. Yeah, FPS performance falls below 40 when multiple explosions effects, I think means explosion effects, appear on screen. I'm like, dude, just play the game and the frames are dropping no matter what. That's why I'm so looking forward to this game.
God forbid you have like cowbell on or something where it accelerates explosions and you got fucking grunt funeral on and all these grunts are exploding everywhere. Yeah, you'd be screwed. But, I played when I was doing my Halo 2 speedruns, I played premierly in classic mode. I could not play with new graphics. The frames were so bad.
It's a little bit better on campaign, but when playing multiplayer, it's just like I don't even want to bother with it.
See, multiplayer, I don't have any problem.
But you're also playing on 1X, so
yeah.
I'm playing on a launch box. So,
but it's still 4K, so it's still like demanding technically. But I don't know.
But also an update here. They also go into a little detail on some of the Forge and Theater that's coming around for MCC and stuff like that. They talk about like how they tried like with Forge. Obviously, there's some parts that are kind of like similar parts, some parts are different, and so they try to unify like the UI experience and stuff like that to kind of make it so it's not so jarring, jumping from like 3 to Reach to 4 and stuff like that.
To H2A, they all have different features, and just trying to streamline it. It doesn't necessarily mean they're all going to have the same. Like they're bringing certain features ahead with other Forges, just trying to make the UI and stuff as, like you said, not as jarring as possible.
Yeah, and talk about bringing in new content as well from the campaigns. So
Storage, baby.
Storage, Theater and Forge right there. So when they do bring it in, but definitely will have some new content for you to play around with. I do remember they showed a screenshot like months and months ago.
A long time.
It was like back in January or even back in December.
December, I think, right after Reach launched. Yeah, they showed like all the items that were coming with the new update.
Which look awesome. I would like to see if they were able to make scripting work like they did with Halo 2 Anniversary with the older ones. I wouldn't bet on it Because
I wouldn't bet on it either.
I think the biggest issue with it really is just like the controls and making it feel proper on mouse and keyboard. Because like using a controller, you're able to like slowly move forward and backward and just kind of adjust minorly with like your thumbs on the sticks. But then using a mouse and keyboard, like it's all or nothing, especially with the WASD keys, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out like some ways. I mean, like hold down control with like, or hit like something like that while using WASD keys to go to like a slower, more gradual maneuver. It still might even just be better to use controller, even when they do all these features, Yeah.
They said they got it feeling pretty good with mouse and keyboard, but I mean, if you're used to controller, if you're coming from the Xbox and you're gonna be PC forging, you might as well plug in the controller probably, but it'll be interesting. I think people will be able to build a lot faster with maybe not as such those micro movements with PC, but like in big open areas and putting pieces down and stuff. Obviously, like think about it this way, like people who play PUBG or like any kind of battle royale that has an inventory system, how quickly they can scroll through menus and loot and do all those things at once on PC compared to a console. It's I think it'd be pretty cool to see how quickly people can build some stuff in Forge with a mouse and keyboard.
Oh yeah. So, but my biggest excitement coming for, besides obviously Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary coming to PC, is challenges. I'm super excited about challenges coming into the MCC. As they have like a preview screenshot. Obviously, they said this is just like temporary placeholder stuff. They're just like, I don't know, I'll throw an idea out there, So it looks like they will have weekly PVE and PvP stuff along with seasonal challenges, which I'm be interesting to see how they do that. I'm really glad to see they have PVE stuff, so it gives you a reason to jump in those campaigns. I would like to see if they maybe, I don't know if they'll throw PvP with like Firefight, because I would like to have more reason to jump in and play Firefight and stuff like that, because it's fun. I just don't really care too much to play it, but I do enjoy it, especially with the XP.
Well, maybe the PvE stuff will be Firefight, since it's technically PvE, so...
Yeah, so it's gonna be a great way to get more XP. You get more seasonal points as well, which is what people have been wanting, and also possible items like you showed right here, like a cool like nameplate for playing like a single mission on Legendary and Halo 2 Anniversary.
That's what excites me the most.
Yes,
because me and you have been saying this for a while, that a lot of this stuff that they're doing with MCC could be testing the waters for what they want to do with Infinite, and Infinite needs a great challenge system. Halo 5 was really disappointing, very lackluster. I don't mind XP gains for challenges. I think that's great, but when you go through 5 tiers on Halo 5 and it still only gives you like 1,000 XP, it's not worth it at all. And they never adjust it. It blows my mind that they never adjusted that. MCC desperately needs the challenge system, I think, especially with how many games are on there and now the progression with the ranks and stuff. And then, like I said, it is also my most anticipated feature. And then having items to unlock on top of that through challenges, something that me and you have been talking about quite a lot on the podcast too. Like, we really want to get back to the days where you could, flaunt your armor off to people and be like, hey, dude, I did something hard in game to get this armor. I didn't just open a pack to get this, or I didn't just, get this handed to me. I had to grind for this. I had to do something challenging in game, and I'm hoping that that's what it's going to be. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be nameplates. They could offer certain other things that are pretty cool, maybe armor effects or some new armor. Who knows what the hell they'll do, but it is definitely interesting, and I something that is sorely needed. And the seasonal challenges, that's cool too. They weekly and seasonal is gonna be pretty dope.
I would like to say maybe for a PvE seasonal challenge is beat one of the campaigns on Legendary all the way through or something like that. That would be awesome. Or get X amount of kills or do so many things that would take consistent play over a course of 3 months to accomplish.
Or beat par times or par scores or something, or a playlist, certain playlist, cross game playlists. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for that. That'll be really cool.
The content that's there for PvE experiences and campaigns is so underutilized, I feel, when it comes to the MCC experience. Obviously, it's great jumping in and playing the campaigns for what they are, but kind of getting a little extra incentive to play them, I think, is a little underutilized at the moment, but I'm looking forward to that. Another cool thing, we have customization, which looked kind of interesting. Kind of sparked my interest a little bit here. They actually did mention the new features coming with the new flight that's going to be coming in, hopefully at the end of this week. New challenge system they're going to be trying out. Customization, which obviously is just like primary and secondary colors for your Spartan right here, which does look pretty awesome. Can't wait to get some solid screenshots and make some good thumbnails out of that. Talking about customization, though, interesting thing. Check out the body types up here in the upper left-hand corner. You see a male and a female Spartan, and then like a regular-looking elite. So will you have, which, you know, in classic Halo 2, you only had male Spartans to choose from. So did they just like low-key make female Spartans for Halo 2?
I wouldn't put it past 343. They want to be inclusive and stuff, so I could see that happening.
Could you choose a female Spartan in the Halo 2 Anniversary? I don't think so.
No. Reach 4 and 5, I think, are the only ones that had female Spartans. But did 4 have it? Yeah, 4 had female Spartans, right?
I mean, I think so. I mean, I only had like 24 hours of gameplay in Halo 4's multiplayer, so I didn't really play that a whole lot. But
the Elite looks quite different too in the screenshot. Looks kind of.
Yeah, well, this is the Halo 2 Anniversary Elite right here.
Yeah, I know. It's
which I think kind of
weird looking.
Yeah, they kind of like melded the Halo 4 Elite with like with this one, or I think they might just transposed it right in here because it definitely looks different. I think they went with like
look at him
new aged phenotype, I guess you can call it. But you can also see that the armor selection is an option as well for Halo 2 Anniversary, because I believe there were 4 different armor sets you could choose from for Spartans, and I think like 3 or 4 for elites you could choose from. But they're all pre-made sets, so maybe it would be kind of cool if they're able to like chop it up and make it customizable. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Throw it in the season pass.
Well, they did say there's not going to be anything retroactively locked with the season passes. Yeah. So if you've unlocked it, that's not, you won't have to regrind for it. Which I think, I'd be cool with putting in a season pass and grinding out. I think it'd be cool, and they can hodgepodge it.
We're gonna play it regardless. Yeah.
And also keep in mind that there's going to be theater for Halo 2 Anniversary with this as well. I guess on mouse and keyboard as well. Yeah, right?
What is it?
Yeah, they said there's going to be theater will be available to use for mouse and keyboard for Halo 2 Anniversary as well. Yep. So I'm assuming they'll probably take some of the learnings from that and apply it to Reach as well, as they're looking to hopefully bring that in. We got your multiplayer modes, 2v2, 4v4, 8v8s. No Halo 2 Anniversary hardcore, just Halo 2 Classic hardcore.
Yeah, which kind of ranked playlist at all for Halo 2 Anniversary.
Breaks my heart a little bit. I was like, if there's any time to bring back a ranked playlist for Halo 2 Anniversary, then that would be the time, Yeah. And I would like to see it. I've tweeted at Postums a couple times about it. He hasn't replied back, so hopefully.
And it's a shame. Halo 2 Anniversary is my favorite multiplayer on MCC. And it doesn't get the light of day, honestly. I think another big thing to probably mention with the dev update, and we'll go into it a little bit more when we talk about the new flighting update, but there is a new system of invites as well going out for the flights, starting with the Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary flight coming maybe by the end of next week. So basically, you guys will not get the emails anymore stating that, hey, you've been invited. It's all going to be through Waypoint. I think for this one, though, they said they're still going to send out an email just because it's a new system. So you'll get an email like basically detailing everything that we're going to go over anyways. But, you want to hear me and Kevin talk about it. You don't want to have to read yourself. You don't want to be self-sufficient. Okay, you want to come listen to me and Kevin talk about it. So, that's another big thing. But cool that we're getting H2A theater. I've been wanting theater so that I can start making some sexy screenshots in 4K on PC. That's I'm looking forward to that. And maybe because right now I wonder if they're waiting for theater to get implemented. Right now, I told you about that NVIDIA. That's part of Shadowplay, the NVIDIA screen capturing software. For some reason, MCC is not a supported game right now. Games like Call of Duty are and stuff like that. So maybe once theater mode goes live, it'll be supported, and you could actually like put green screens behind characters, and then put your own background and stuff. You could do a lot of really cool stuff with that NVIDIA software. So hopefully that comes down the road. Yeah, that would be really
find a way to maybe like add like a depth of field kind of effect to it as well. That would be pretty sick.
There's a lot of really cool things you could do.
Yeah, and also I think also kind of a cool thing to go over some of the things that are delivered features actively in development and design, and things that are kind of on the back burner when it comes to things, which a lot of the stuff that's in the back burner, I'm like, really wish you'd prioritize that. But yeah, like I said, we got the message of the day on PC, which we have now, serverless ping, push to talk, that's an option, stability features, zoom improvements. Well, that's all currently in the MCC on PC at the moment. Really glad to see the zoom improvements. I love using just the right mouse click to zoom in and out and everything.
Yeah, that should have been there in the beginning, in my opinion. But I'm glad it's finally there.
Actively in development, so we got the flighting and progression system changes for the challenges and just general progression. UI changes as well for better navigation for like roster and customization, which I would think is very needed. Text chat options, I really wish you can either make it smaller or make it fade away faster or something. Like just that block is just so big on your screen when chatting. Yeah. Double key binds as well. Now that's kind of actively being worked on at the moment. This one's all kind of like in design, like they're trying to work out the details before kind of getting their hands in the mud and trying to make it all work. So yeah, they can design it like additional mod support, additional video settings. I would like to see like in-game way to cap your frames. I think would be nice. Obviously, I know you can do it with like if you download a program, you could do it with your graphics card, but I like to just have the option in-game. It's just easier. Well, they mentioned it right there, actually. The next feature.
Right. The very next bullet point there.
Steam account linking, which I think would be really great as well. That would make things so much easier when it comes to inviting people, since there is crossplay between Windows and Steam, and just customization improvements as well.
I definitely want to see more video options. I see it's on there, but I like control over texture quality, shadow quality, things like that. If we can get a little more in depth than the preset, enhanced version or the original or performance options, I think that would be really cool to really tinker with what we want to tinker with.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think they probably just went with like enhanced low and mid, just because like these games are so old and most PCs can run these games rather easily, that they probably don't have to bother with going in that much detail like you would see like maybe with like I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Warzone on PC, and then like that one has just so many different features and things you can actually set up. That's because
doesn't Counter-Strike have a bunch of options though to really tinker with?
But the game's
Counter-Strike can be run on a potato. Yeah, that's just as old as the game as the MCC games.
Yeah, but that kind of game was like, it was designed for PC to have like all these different kind of features from like the ground up.
Well, this is a PC freaking experience. This should be designed from the ground up to be on PC.
I'd rather be able to play the games right now with just basic settings.
Well, no, I don't have a problem with it, but I still think it needs it. I still think that needs to come down the line.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, totally. I mean, it's kind of a standard when it comes to PC gaming. Yeah. And then I guess like kind of last thing to mention here is the backlog pending further discussion. So basically, it's stuff they know the community wants. They just haven't really had time to work on, which I kind of wish they would prioritize a lot of the stuff. Like crossplay between Xbox and PC, I think would be absolutely huge for this game. I think it would just be such a great feature to add to this game that like it would boost the population so much and just make it so much easier to play with friends. And I'd really like to see this kind of really emphasized more than like what they're doing for like the audio fixes. Like I'd really like to see like an external team hired to get this thing done. Same thing with like the custom game browser.
That's huge. Yeah,
that would be amazing. And also talk about like some other features right there, but those are like my main two. Would you be custom browser and crossplay, and obviously you'd want to have input-based matchmaking on top of that if you're doing crossplay.
Frame rate improvements too, because that still needs to be a thing. For the Xbox players, having like things like FOV sliders and stuff would be pretty cool to have on the console. So that would be that'd be pretty cool to have. But yeah, like you said, I think that if I had to pick two, it'd have to be crossplay and custom games browser for sure. Those are the big ones.
Oh yeah, I would
And
even.
then a lot of people want split screen too, which they don't even acknowledge still on their. I know a lot of people are like, "Why do you need split screen on PC?" Which I'm kind of in that camp, but I get a lot of comments asking about split screen from PC players. So there's definitely a demand for it.
I'd say split screen when it comes to PC gaming is very rare. There's only a select few games that really do that. I know like Borderlands series has done split screen, or I think just Borderlands 3 actually.
Does Call of Duty do it?
I don't think so.
On
Most games out there on PC don't really bother with split screen because it's not really that kind of experience you have when you're playing on PC. It's much more of a solo experience when gaming on PC there. So, but like obviously if it can make it work, it'd be awesome. But
Halo's just known for split screen.
Yeah.
I mean, same outcry that was for Halo 5. It didn't really affect me personally, but I do feel for a lot of people out there that really would like it. So yeah, it's definitely there is a demand for it.
And I think also just a cool thing to look at right here to round off the dev update. Halo 2 anniversary into 120 FOV on Delta Halo. One of my favorite missions. Though I kind of consider Delta Halo and Regret kind of like one mission altogether, really.
Yeah, they're basically the same.
They're just divided up for ease of access, really. But those two missions combined, actually, I probably would say is my favorite mission in Halo. It's like that whole experience. I think is just awesome, and we're gonna be able to play
Regret now.
And we're gonna be able to play Delta Halo and the flight as well. So I'm definitely gonna be playing that for sure.
Let's talk to Kevin after he speedruns Delta or Regret and see how much he likes.
I know there's a lot of honor guards at the end of that mission. Ooh.
Yeah, that final boss battle. Like I can get there in about 11 minutes, feeling good about my time, and then that boss battle, I'm like upwards of 20, 30 minutes after that. I'm just
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do like all of Halo 2 on speedrun for like videos. I think if there's something cool to show in a video, I think I'd do it.
There is the God despawn would be a really cool video to show.
The God despawn?
Yeah, there's a God despawn. I'll have to show you it sometime. It's pretty. It just takes a little bit of practice, but yeah, it's a very cool trick.
Let's just make sure there's like no more enemies that spawn at the rest of the mission or something.
It basically allows you to, on the first gondola on Regret, you can despawn everything in the opposing tower and also take that gondola all the way over without having to stop and face the enemies on the other gondola, face the hunters and the phantom or any of that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think I've seen that one before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular trick, but it's a very cool one. It's a little bit tricky to pull off. It takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's something not too crazy, I might try to give it a go. If it's pretty cool, I might try it.
Yeah, you'll be able to get it.
I was looking at some Delta Halo speed runs, and I was like, that looks cool. I definitely will make a video. I'll try to make a video on that one for sure. But I think next part, shove those nerds in your mouth. Is it like it's like blueberry and the cherry or something flavored ones?
There's raspberry and cherry.
Ooh, raspberry and cherry. There you go. Ooh.
Light side raspberry, dark side cherry.
Do you feel like Kylo Ren now? You feel so conflicted inside because you get the light and the dark in you.
I will finish what you started.
All right, so I think next thing we can talk about here is a community update from your boy Unishek. He didn't make it like an official post. He just went up on Twitter, kind of reposted a few things on here. And, it's like nothing too crazy to talk about. Like usually his community updates are just kind of like, hey, if you've been out of the loop.
They're just recaps, basically what we always, If you're not in the know and you haven't been following along, it's just like all the information in one spot, basically.
And then we'll give you links to all the other things you want to check out. One thing that definitely I didn't see get mentioned here and there, but double XP for MCC does end on the 29th. But I think also for Halo 5, so it's global double XP ends on the 29th of April. So get your 152 guys, get your grind on. Your tier 100 boys, get your grind on. Got time to do this. I need to grind out some more MCC because I'm kind of like halfway through like the yellow shield tier on the XP games. I really want to make sure I get towards the end of that for when MCC Halo 2 drops. And that mentions a few playlist updates coming around as well. I think you do mention a couple, one coming in soon. I got ones for Halo 5, which we can see like for... Well, actually, let's go for MCC. We have the Mayhem players rotated out. I think Griffball rotated in now, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Griffball's now in now. Rotated out Mayhem. Mayhem players for MCC on Halo CE has rotated to the Action Select players, which if you haven't played Action Select for AV8, it's actually a lot of fun. It's crazy, but it's actually pretty fun. I actually enjoy it a lot. I was talking about Halo 5. Play us up there right here. For this week, we have ODST Slayer coming in, which you and I both enjoyed a lot. Might actually hop over and play a little bit of that because that's actually a lot of fun to play. It's a great kind of hybrid also of like classic and new style gameplay. So I really enjoy that one. And we can go down a little bit more and talk about the new Grassroots Edition, which we talked about last podcast of SWAT Nation. And a little bit of extra stuff right there. Some more stuff right here. And stuff right there.
There is one thing I wanted to mention. I put a link in your chat there. So for the whole pandemic that's going on, there's a couple of ways you guys can support people that have been affected by it. Right now, until the 29th of April, I think, or no, April 30th, will be the Halo 5 Rec Pack, the Relief and Recovery Rec Pack you can get in Halo 5 Guardians. All proceeds go to the Global Giving's Coronavirus Relief Fund. And then another way, which I actually ordered this t-shirt myself because this virus has affected me and my family. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get some Halo swag and help support, as well. So for $25, you could get this pretty sweet t-shirt that I'm showing right here. Which is got the new UNSC logo. Pretty sure that's the UNSC logo from Halo Infinite in its trailer because it's a little bit different than the old school one. So that looks really cool. And it says hashtag we got the Spartans, and it says hope and love, but the H, A, L, and O are in different colors. So that it spells out Halo on the t-shirt, and it says like Halo 2020 on the sleeve. And then all proceeds of that go to the same donation fund for the Global Giving Coronavirus Relief Fund, and as well you get a month of Game Pass Ultimate, which is like $15
really?
by itself.
Nice.
So
yeah.
So for 10 extra bucks you get a t-shirt too, and you're helping a good cause, and you're getting some pretty sweet Halo swag in the meantime. So
I think we'll add that. Yeah, we'll add that in the description as well on Podbean and on YouTube as well. So you guys want to get yourself a cool looking shirt. It does look pretty sweet. So that's one thing they did a good job. Shirt. Yeah. I like that. And I like that the hope and love with the Halo highlighted out in that. Peace and love, all that good stuff. Yeah. And also that's pretty cool looking concept art kind of thing right there. But yeah, I did see money's kind of tight for me right now because it's only I have a job now because of the whole coronavirus stuff. So I'm having to hold the money for like bills and rent and stuff like that. So I haven't really been able to.
I just put it on my credit card. I don't have the money either, but put it on my credit card. I should be able to pay off a $25 charge hopefully within the next month or so.
See, I'm still paying off my suit for my wedding on my credit card. So.
Oh yeah.
So.
Come on, Kevin. Suit. Halo shirt, suit, Halo shirt.
I'm sure my fiance would love that priority right there. But yeah, so definitely guys want to check that out. Definitely thank you for mentioning that, Pat. I forgot to put a link in that one because I'm bad at things, I guess. But
hey, that's why you got a partner for things like
exactly, that. Yeah. So you catch me when I fall, Pat.
Exactly. It's a trust exercise.
The Coke Boy slamming in the chat. Waynes aren't that expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can just go like, hey, let's get married. Go down to the courthouse and boom, like what $20 for like a
that's the easy
certificate.
Way to do it.
And then, but the traditional way, they ain't cheap. Man. All right, so I think we got the community update kind of stuff. Like I said, the XP running out. Go get yourself. If you guys want to support out people who've been affected by the viral outbreak in the U.S., that's a great way to help out the Halo 5 Rec Pack and check out that T-shirt linked in the description down below, guys. I did remember I bought the support pack for when the hurricane hit Puerto Rico pretty bad. I don't remember the name of the hurricane, but I bought that relief pack because and I think it was a pretty cool pack too. But yeah, more just for the support things. That's the one time I bought any microtransaction in Halo 5. At least it went to a good cause. But yeah. And so I think next we got talking about Halo 2 flighting updates. As we do know, it is coming around the corner, projected by Postums to come out hopefully end of this week, April 17th. We can check it out right here.
One blocking bug left.
One ring blocking bug.
For now.
What?
That's if nothing else turns up.
Yeah, right. It's very true. And that's what he does mention that too, but it looks like they've been kind of like with the last 2 weeks now, been kind of going in the back and forth between ring 1 and 2, back to 343 to fix it, send it back out. So we should get a rather squeaky clean product according to Postums on this one as well. So hopefully a little bit better than we got for CE, which certainly had its issues. And they do mention about the new invite system, which they are flighting as well internally at the moment and with their external partners. Basically, it made it sound like that you'll be getting like the notification that you got invited to your email, but then all the information like your Steam keys and stuff like that will be on Halo Waypoint, which obviously the email will link you to as well. Or I'm sure you can probably just check Halo Waypoint once you hear invites are going out, because Patman will definitely be making videos on that when it does happen. And so check that out for yourselves right there, guys. And they do mention also in closing right here about the bolt spread bug that's currently plaguing Halo Combat Evolved. If you guys don't know, basically if you're playing above 30 FPS, the higher your frame rate is, the more bolt spread you have. Yeah, because most people are playing this game, I'm sure, at like 120 plus frames. So literally like 4 times the intended frame rate for the game.
You're playing at 30 FPS and you're probably on a calculator. So
yeah. And so they said they have that bug currently fixed internally. I do remember in the previous update, Postums mentioned about that they wanted to flight that before releasing it to the public. When he did tweet out this update, I did reply saying like, "Hey, thank you for the update. Are you guys still planning to flight the CE spread fix?" No reply. But understandable. They keep their employees. 343 keeps their employees pretty damn busy. Yeah. So totally understandable. So I would expect that to still be flighted. If they want to, they might be able to try to sneak that in for this Halo 2 flight. We'll see. Again, kind of keep you guys up to date on that whole thing. So subscribe, people.
Hey, what do you think about this new invitation system? Because I, for one, don't get why they're changing it. I prefer to my email. The less I have to go to Halo Waypoint, the better, in my opinion.
I think
if there was a better website or an app or something, I would be more inclined. But
I think it's probably just less moving parts for 343. It's probably easier on their end, but then also a little bit more difficult on like the players' end to kind of get in with these flights.
What about me? It's about me, the player. Okay. I mean, I don't care what's easier for them. I don't want to be, somebody who's level-headed and stuff. It's all about me, what I want. What about that case?
In that case, I think you need to probably go see a psychiatrist to realize the world doesn't revolve around you.
I do see a psychiatrist. Joke's on you.
But I think it's probably, like I said, whatever makes it easier for 343 on that one. I don't think it'd be, and you still getting the email notification saying like, "Hey, you've been invited," which is really what
defeats the purpose to me. That's the thing.
Yeah, but then also a lot of people complain. I know a lot of people complain about like, "Oh, I don't get the email," or like, "Oh, it's in my junk mail, it's in my spam mail, it's in a different email account," or things like that. Where I think it'd be a lot easier for 343 just to kind of manage things on their end, to do it through the website, their own website, rather than have to do it through emails, because that's like a one-off chance. If like you send it out and if it's wrong, it's that's what they're gonna get. But if it's on their end of things, if you can do it on the website, they can update things, I'm sure, a lot faster and a lot less.
I would prefer like a system of kind of like Xbox Live does now, where they just Xbox Live will actually send you a message on Xbox and like, boop, you're invited to this, or you have a code for this. Click here to redeem, and then there's no confusion. It takes you right to it. Maybe something like that for the Microsoft Store version or for Steam would be nice eventually to get to, but we'll have to wait and see if this could progress further. This is just something new for now.
Yeah, and I mean, when the flight invites go out, word spreads around like wildfire, and everyone's like, "Did I get invited? Did I get invited?" They're checking every like 30 minutes to check if they got an email, and so. Yeah. It might actually help with also, because they had to stagger out their invites with like in waves. So they're like first wave of invites, second wave of invites, third wave of invites within like a single day. And everyone's like, "Where's my invite? Where's my invite?" Yeah. I'm sure they're probably a little bit easier to send out more invites through their website as well. My impression, at least. Probably Jimbo's right. In waves.
Yeah.
And we got Trivium reference right there. If you guys don't know Trivium, awesome metal band. They're releasing a new album soon. I'm super excited about it. But anyway, so that's I think about everything when it comes to Halo 2 flight updates. I haven't heard any news since this update on April 10th. Right now it's the 13th.
Yeah, on Friday. 3 days ago.
So if you hear anything else, we'll definitely make sure to tweet it out. We'll probably make videos on it to get the views.
Wow, expose us.
I mean, let's be real here. All right, come on.
Yeah.
I will say,
which is a good segue, Kevin. If people, want to stay up to date and stay informed when this news goes live, where could people, find you? Maybe on certain social media platforms where we would send that out immediately as soon as we saw it.
Possibly. I think probably like YouTube. You'd find me there. KevinKoolx Links.
Which would take a little bit of time for us to get that news out, but something more quickly, something instantaneous.
Probably like Twitter would be a good idea. As you maybe see on the screen, like right below our beautiful faces on the screen. Oh, this feels so scummy. But yeah, you can find the podcast at Halo Outreach Pod, so you can check us out there. Link in the description down below. What's up, babe?
I'm just asking people to see if you want a BLT.
Yes, definitely.
Got the.
We do have regular bacon. Yeah. BLTs and streams can't go wrong. Hey, the dog. Hey. But yeah, so you can also find Pat at the Patman Gaming on Twitch and on Twitter and on YouTube. All that good stuff. And you can find me at...
And Kevin fixed my freaking Instagram link already. It's the wrong link and the wrong mixer in the description, damn it.
Oh, because you use Mixer so often.
I mean, still, might as well link them to the right one if you're going to link them. Right. You're probably giving some copy.
I do remember you gave me these links personally, Pat.
I gave you them forever ago, and when I updated them, I gave you the new ones, and you somehow have not updated them.
Give me the updates now. Okay, jeez.
God, the worst.
But,
you see how he treats me, folks.
But, links to all our socials will be in the description on YouTube and on Podbean. If you're listening on Spotify, you should go to Podbean or YouTube to get those links, because I know they're in the description on Spotify, but I don't know if you can actually click them or anything. Was that your Nuka Cola right there you're holding?
Vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke. Ooh.
Ever.
Ooh. Actually, funny thing, I've been watching this YouTube channel called How to Drink, which basically just kind of makes different cocktails and stuff like that. Recently made a video on different Call of Duty perk drinks. So he did Juggernog, he did
you have to send me that.
He did, and then he did Quick Revive, and
Double Tap Root Beer.
Yeah. And there was a fourth one. There's a green one, a red one.
Quick.
Double Tap. Yeah,
Speed Cola.
Speed Cola as well. Yes. I thought that was pretty cool. Definitely want to check that out. It makes me kind of like a bit of a soda kind of thing. But yeah, getting sidetracked here. Also, thank you guys for.
Don't talk about Call of Duty on a Halo podcast.
But yeah, anyways, so I think that's about all we have to talk about for the podcast, guys.
That's it.
Yeah. So, yeah, check us out in the description for our socials. Yeah, listen on Podbean and Spotify to save you guys some phone battery so you don't have to listen with your screen on. And catch us out on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I guess we'll catch you next week with hopefully some impressions of Halo 2 PC experience for the next podcast episode here. So get that to look forward to. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching or listening. Greatly appreciate it. Pat, why don't you set this out?
Thank you, guys. And I don't know what I do with my hands.